Hi there, and welcome to this quick tutorial on how to handle inheritance before the late medieval era on the Iron Workshop. If you are playing any country before the late medieval era, you will not have access to the primogeniture succession law, which allows your one designated heir to inherit all of your titles. And what this leads to in most cases is that your kingdom is split, all of your titles are shared between your various successors, and that can really hurt your progress in the game and make things a little bit frustrating. So this quick tutorial will explain how you can avoid that. Now this is just one way, and this is one way that I found that worked for me. It is not perfect by any means, and it is possible there are other ways to do this, maybe even better. But this is one way that you can use, and it can help you to keep your kingdom together. If you're playing a Christian ruler in Crusader Kings 3, your inheritance will most likely be Confederate Partition, and you can see that in your Realm tab by going to Succession. As you can see, right now I have the Confederate Partition, which will cause all of my children to inherit equally. And this can be a real problem in case you have a large kingdom that you don't want to split up. Now, it won't be possible for you to change the succession law just yet, but there are things that you can do to overcome this problem. So one very simple solution, which is actually a bit hard to find at first, especially if you're a new player, you can right-click on any of your children or your successors, and inside of this interaction panel, if you click 2 more, there might be 3 more, doesn't really matter, you can select an option called Denounce or Disinherit. And if you click on Disinherit, what this will do, it will disinherit this successor from the succession line, and they will not receive any titles at all. This can be quite risky because if he dies in an accident, or if he is killed in battle, or maybe if he kills himself in a hunting accident, then your succession will be again at risk. Another thing which you should make sure of is that your successor, which still holds the titles after you've disinherited your other successors, is to remove him from the knighthood so that he can't become a knight and fight in your wars, because that increases significantly the chance that he might die. Because if he dies, this puts your succession in question again. In Crusader Kings 3, your sons are the best candidates to succeed your ruler, and your daughters are usually used to form alliances by marrying them off to other rulers. But for this way, it's best to have 1 son and 1 daughter, which you raised to succeed you, since if we take a look at our succession laws, you will see that in most cases, you will have the gender laws male preference. And that means that your son will be the first to succeed, and if he dies, then your daughter, who wasn't disinherited, she will take his place. And that means that your succession can go ahead as planned, even though your main successor died, and that 1 daughter, which you also raised to succeed you, can become your next ruler. And you can do this without even changing your succession laws, save you some prestige and some renown. Disinheriting your children and your potential successors is a costly action that will cost you prestige and renown, but it can be a very valuable action to keep your kingdom together. Now, as I see it right now, this action is a bit overpowered, and it's a bit weird that the only penalty for it is the loss of prestige and renown, and it might actually be changed in future patches by Paradox, but for now you can definitely use this action to keep your kingdom together. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, the algorithm and me will be very happy. Here are more videos I make. If you like my stuff, consider subscribing to be notified when new content is available. The Iron Workshop lives and thrives thanks to the continued support of my Patreons. If you're willing and able, you can support me on Patreon for just $1 and get access to exclusive and early content. See you around.